dummy.
But you know, like,
fizzy water.
It's like the carbonated water. But if you think about it, you cutting it. It got flavor. Some of it do, and you cutting it with water basically. So it's a soda water, a soda tonic, a tonic and gin. That's what they get.
Gin and tonic.
Yeah, there you go.
I said tonic and gin. A tonic and gin.
But man, sometimes you be at the bar, man. It be some professional bar orders. Yeah, let me get a Smith & Wesson neat on the rocks, whole ice, extra cubes with a light sprinkle of orange juice.
And flounder it. Flip it. Shaking, I stirred. Look at that.
Yeah, they be like, hey,
shaking, I stirred.
hey, they be trill with it though.
Get out of
They
here.
be trill
Jack.
with it. Hey, stop my clock, man. The point guard need to know where he at. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to know where I'm at.
Yeah, you know. Need to know where I'm at. That's how I know how to move. See, it's an art to this. You know, you don't just come in here and do this.
It's an art.
Yeah.
Kind of like Lil Tecca. Me and G-Boss was over here riding on the way over here. He trying to tell me how artistic Lil Tecca is.
Yeah, something I never listened to. Don't worry about it.
I know.
Don't even tell me about it.
You shouldn't.
I don't even want to know.
Kind of like Lil Fag. You shouldn't listen
He's
to
a
it.
rapper, a real rapper. Look him
is.
up. Who they did and listen to it. Did you just say who?
I'm very open. It's not like that.
You ain't been here for the 14 times we mentioned it on the podcast?
He brought it up last time.
No, I think Can't Get Right.
Or
I did.
He remembered it last. You don't remember Lil Fag, the rapper? And we was in the loft when this happened.
And we just brought it up like
It's
last episode of the
And it's
episode before last.
PHAG. I could tell you be over there in that corner not listening.
He don't. He don't be paying attention to
My
us.
boy, I ain't focus on that, my boy. Just if you focused on something, but we just talked about this shit like a week.
Now we really did
My
though.
boy got CTE from Lil League.
from the Sugar Babbo.
Right, you know it's that time of year.
Hey, look,
That
we
time
was
of
driving last night. We passed Rickwood. He said, "Yeah, man, that's what we used to do our way in." Yeah, before I won some of my Sugar Bowl champions. He was excited about that Sugar Babbo. He bring that shit every chance he get.
The way in, fool. Hey, shouts out to the nigga at the park, man. He cheated for me one time.
You were about 52 pounds
Like
overweight.
the other coach ain't come in, like, cause I worked at concession stands for a little bit. So that was the person who was over the concession stands was the weigh-in guy. So I basically was over there. So I was back there selling nachos, selling hot dogs, every now and then. Nigga gonna eat a cheesy chili hot dog, man. Next morning, that's a Friday night for the high school games. Saturday, nigga wake up for the Little League game. I'm 4 pounds overweight. My boy put his foot on the scale like, oh, my bad. Let me move my foot. And he moved it. But the other coach ain't come in to see it. So he's like, you good, go ahead. I scored 3 touchdowns that game. Overweight. Overweight.
All right, they gonna me too your ass in football. They gonna take that shit back.
Whatever, man. I ain't hurt nobody. Man. I was a kid. I was like 12, 11, 12, something like that. I don't remember. But
I always made weight. I remember Martin had to make weight, and they put his ass on the D line. He can only in Wisconsin. You can only play offensive D line, offensive line, and defensive line if you overweight. And fool, Martin was a running back, and he was extra fast. So the fact that they put him on D line, he just used to sack him every time.
number sacks.
Man, by the time they hike it, he back there like slam. Man, that man had 262 sacks.
It paid to be overweight. It paid to be overweight, man.
Yeah, but here we go.
How we even got on that?
I don't know shit. You know how sometime ago you gave Dez a little bell. I appreciate that because
There
he
you go,
over
Dez.
there. He know you got to be ready to shoot it at any point.
Sugar Bear MVP.
Right.
My bad.
You need to be the Dummies podcast MVP. But here we go. You're tuning in to the Dummies podcast. I'm Stopped.
Content Factory Pod, episode 3. I'm Hooted.
And we back like we never left because like we say every week, we never leave. It's episode 292. Yes, 292 consistent episodes from the consistent 2. Back in this thing. Yeah, the consistent 2. There you go. We back in this thing, man. Feeling good, feeling great, man. It's Sunday. It's fun day. Y'all know what we do. We pod. The lights are lighting. The timer is timing. Dez is over there. He trying to get there. We're gonna get him there. We're gonna
Oh
get him
boy,
there.
he in wine world.
Yeah. But
It's all good. My boy.
beautiful thing, beautiful week, man. We back in this thing. It's always good to be in here. This is the week of the Port City Classic. Yeah. Next time you hear from us, we'll be down in Mobile, man, at the Port City Classic. Can't wait. It's an honor. We'll be in there in 2 different capacities. We'll be in there on behalf of the Dummies podcast, and it'll also be powered and brought to you by the Content Factory. Yes, that's it. We do have a room and a seat at the table. You always want to have a seat at the table. It's a beautiful thing to see a business that you and your comrades, I'm sorry, you can't really say that, but you and your comrades orchestrated.
Can't say what?
It's technically, I ain't
comrades.
That. Yeah. But it technically, it's cool to have a seat at the table. You know, you build something and people recognize it and have you come in and put your spin or twist on it.
Your stamp on the game.
Yeah. We had some technical difficulties, but that's life. We figured out how to work it out. We're gonna work it out. We're gonna be in that thing in Mobile on Friday, November 1st. No, or is it the 2nd? Help me out.
Friday's the 1st.
It's the 1st.
So it's the 2nd, right? It's the 1st.
No, the event is on the 1st at the Black Business Expo. We were there last year, had a great time. We're gonna be there again. It's gonna be some amazing guests in there. If you're in Mobile, Alabama, come on down. Even if you're in Birmingham, Montgomery, come down. It's about black business and connecting business people to each other. So come in the building. Let's see what we can work out. If you see us in there, holler at us. Don't be scared. We got an open platform. So if you talking about something, you got something good, dope going up, come holler at us. We might drop you on the scene.
And it's a pretty cool atmosphere, man. Just walking. As soon as you walk, last year when we did it, I didn't know what to expect. And then we walked in the building. Soon as you walk in the door, it's cool setup, cool arrangements, DJ in there playing, doing this thing. You got a podcast room over here. You have a big theater room over here with nothing but vendors selling everything they need. Then you have a stage over here where I got the chance to highlight of my week. I got to see all of the black mayors, a lot of the black mayors in Alabama up there, you know, Woodfin included. So that was the highlight of mine. So it's a cool event, man. Come in there, network, get to know your people. And enjoy.
Yep. We in this thing though. Where you at with it though, Hoop?
I ain't many places, man. It's been classic week, but I ain't been feeling in the mood for real. On Monday I went and worked an event. I did get a chance to see a cool little venue that I didn't know existed. I think it's called the Bodega or something like that. Over there on Monday I went to the event and got to see that place. So that's a cool indoor outdoor facility, nice. Classic week, I ain't do much of nothing, man. I worked. That's how I got to because I ain't feel like doing much. So I was like, if I ain't working, I ain't doing nothing. So I worked that event. Yesterday came in here, did a quick photo shoot for a birthday party, and then I just rode around over here on 3rd Avenue for a little bit, and I went home. And I've been in the house all weekend, so I ain't really do nothing for my classic. How was your classic? I had another photo shoot Thursday too, though. That Thursday too, and Thursday and did that. That's about it, man. I've been working.
I guess we the wrong two to talk about recapping classic
because we ain't classic.
But it was dope, man. Classic weekend, Magic City Classic, the largest HBCU classic in the country. It's not arguable. It's facts.
Arguable.
I think I did good.
Okay, you did okay.
Dummy.
I did decent. Man. It's arguable.
It's what?
Now you fucked me up.
It's what?
I should have stuck with the
trying
first
to double back. I said what I said.
That's because I was so confident the first time. But it was dope to see it. The concert was an amazing turnout, boy. It looked like the Million Man March out that thing. To see Birmingham come together, no problems, no issues. Everybody had a good time. From what I'm understanding, Fantasia put on a great concert. Too Short was out there. And I was talking to some of my friends, and they took their kids because of Fantasia and SWV, and they was like, damn, what I'm going to do with Too Short? And they was like, I think he going to probably do the edited version. I seen the clip. No.
Man. Hey, that don't matter no more. Yesterday in here, I was doing a 10-year-old photo shoot for her 10th birthday. And what we did is we gave the aux to a 14, 15-year-old kid.
Oh, yeah. Got my own file.
We heard all of that.
Bitch, suck my dick, fuck you out, shoot you in your face.
I'm not gonna play my playlist because I don't know what this. So give it to her. And I'm like, oh, shit.
I just recommend next time you have a gospel person in here, let them control the aux.
Okay.
So you don't have that.
Well, no.
The kids I expect.
I do not have that. But then when you ask them, hey, are you fine with me playing my play? And I didn't know what she was. I didn't know who she was either, but I know when you played that song, she clutched them pearls. I just hit play, and that's what came on. So hey, man, it happens.
But yeah, shout out to the Magic City Classic. Shout out to Birmingham. It's a dope event that they put together every year to see all the different events that they put on throughout the week. Y'all come out, y'all get dressed and have a great time.
I was having fun.
I keep saying it every year that I am going to do a better job classicing, but I don't. So.
I'm not. I won't.
I just want to tailgate mainly.
I wouldn't mind doing that, but I don't be caring because I ended up, I went after the photo shoot. I went, it was about 3 something. I went home and got on the grill and sat down and watched football. So I tailgated at home. You know what I'm saying? So, but shouts out to y'all because y'all enjoy it. Y'all love it. A lot of people be out and about getting dressed up, looking nice. I saw a lot of y'all out here getting dressed up, looking nice, going to these events. I like the way that y'all complain on Facebook. That's another highlight of my week, how y'all be complaining about free stuff. Keep on doing it. I ain't mad at it.
That's how somebody saying, y'all always complain that there's nothing to do. Then they give a nice concert for free, and then you complain about that.
Which was a nice concert.
But that just goes to the point that you can't satisfy anybody.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Anybody. Damn, somebody you can't satisfy
nobody.
Nobody.
So jaded. I mean, you can't make nobody happy.
You can't do it.
No,
for nobody.
you can't satisfy everybody. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, you have to do what you feel is best and go through it.
And the turnout of it showed me that y'all niggas liked that free event that y'all was complaining about. Because it was packed out.
Yeah.
Y'all was dancing. Y'all was dressed nice. And y'all was having fun. What more do you want? For real. Like, what more do you want? What are you expecting? Some zebras to fly?
Yeah.
What do you want, man?
When people have their expectations involved, yes, nigga, they want the fucking zebras to fly, Hooter. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, something wrong with that. Something is very much wrong with that. Y'all niggas need to shut up.
Is it my week or your week?
I digress.
Did you pass it to me?
I ain't pass it, but that was my week. How was your week?
Oh, I can't remember.
You started talking about Magic City Classic.
And that's why I thought it was my week. I don't know what the fuck happened. Cool week.
Give it up.
Like you said, did classic stuff. Winding down on senior year, it was my daughter's 18th birthday.
Happy birthday.
18 years old. Yes, I had a moment where you look at it and like, damn, 18. You know, to reflect back and see that she 18 is kind of crazy to me.
Years, to be a responsible person for somebody else.
I was just telling somebody that, like, as an adult, I never had a period of time where, like, it just wasn't, where I just had to worry about myself. Like, you know, like some people have runs where, like, they get years of kicking it, having fun, laid back. Like, by the time I got ready to get out of college, and there's no complaint because that's my life, I don't care. But by the time I was 23, in the middle of my senior year and in college, I had a baby. Mm-hmm. So, and then for 8-9 years, it was, you know,
early in the
father.
So
too. I've always been having to worry about somebody. I never had that moment of just, I'm finna live life to the fullest.
No. Never, ever.
You can do it a little bit. But you got to get.
But not like I got to come back.
I got to come back. You got to be responsible a little bit.
I be thinking about that, fool. Like, what would I have done fresh out of college if I didn't have a kid here? I don't know where I'd be somewhere else, probably. I don't know where, though. I always say it, and I don't know if I really believe it. Like, as soon as I get done, I'm going home.
Probably.
As soon as I got done, I didn't want to go home.
I'd be on the yard somewhere, probably.
Most definitely.
Damn, boy.
I would have been big OG, man. You know what I'm saying? What up, OG?
Hey, don't tell her what.
I would have been OG.
Because it did, like, you know, it does give you some balance, you know, and keep you a little bit responsible and accountable. But the shit still comes as a result of it.
Because, nigga, I had a lot of bad opportunities fresh out of college.
And that fresh out of college is a motherfucker.
You don't know what you're doing.
Man, you got to pray over your kids real heavy for if they decide to go to college and then they get that fresh out of college world, because you go here to a place that's taught about excelling and what the next opportunity is. And not everybody has it figured out, leaving college. Exactly. Some people do, but a lot of people don't. And we don't speak enough about what do you do after college. Because, like, here I am with a degree and now I'm at Target.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck am I doing?
Couldn't intern right because of football. And yes, you did some dumb shit. And some of that dumb shit, I almost tried to catch up. But
you got to do it. You got to start even earlier than that, fool. Because I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like I always said, before college, like in high school, I didn't have a clue of what I was gonna do. I had no clue of college until, hey, we got a scholarship for you. Come on, okay, I'm going to do that. It was never like I'm planning to go play college football. I ain't never had a plan of that until it actually happened. My senior year. That's when it happened. So
you didn't plan to go play football?
I didn't, fool.
Nigga, I planned.
I didn't.
I thought everybody who played football, I think they go into the league.
I didn't. Like, fool, it was never, I'm going to. Nigga, that's the crazy thing. I want to be Emmitt Smith, but I ain't never wanted to be Emmitt Smith at Florida or anybody at a college. I ain't never thought about going to college. I ain't had nobody. I never was around anybody to see what college was. So I'm glad about that.
So you never knew that if you play football and be good at it, you could go somewhere?
I ain't never thought about that I could do it.
I can see that, though. I guess one reason it was easy for me to know is because I saw how good my brother was, and I saw all the letters he was getting.
I saw nobody.
And then I saw my sister was super good, and I saw the letter she got and actually went somewhere with it.
I saw nobody, not even that. The people before me, like in my high school, the high school I went to, you don't see them niggas going to college.
That's
they be in the hood still.
I won't bring that back up too later because I got a whole topic kind of centered around some of that. But yeah, that was my week for real. I had to go get the car fixed. You know, one thing I hate about going to mechanics, like you have a problem that's pressing and it be bothering you. I hate how fast they fix that shit.
Right. All you had to do is switch that right there.
Like, nah, like you feel like you be playing me if I pay X amount of dollars and you fix that shit. You call me back and fix it's ready.
I gave you $5,000 for 15 minutes. That's what you pay for though.
I should have went to school for mechanicism. What is it called? A mechanic?
Being a mechanic.
Oh, well,
Dummy.
Auto mechanic.
Nigga want to be a mechanism. What you want to be? Nigga say, how can I be a mechanism? Nigga,
I just need them to take like 2 more hours to fix my shit before they bring it back.
Give me a whole week, nigga. If
Yeah,
I fail
yeah,
this, nigga, I need you to work on it for a week.
Man, them niggas came back. I promise it was about an hour. It's ready.
That's it. I could have did that.
And then you get in the car and be driving like, did they really fix this
This
motherfucker?
bitch got a little shake to it. It's shaking a little bit. What
Hey,
that shake is?
if you think about like shit like that, if you don't have a skill set, like Markel is an electrician, you got like, you don't really know what them folks telling you.
I don't.
Hey man,
don't.
It costs $5,000 to fix it.
That's a crazy thing. Fool, I be going in there believing whatever they tell me. It's fixed. Oh, okay. Fuck, I'm gonna say no, it ain't.
Nah, I don't
it
believe
ain't.
it. Nah, I will say,
it ain't.
okay, like for shit like that, I got people that I call. I play it hard, like I know what I'm talking about. Okay, yeah, okay, all right, well, all right, let me get back with you. Call my people, and they be like, hell no, they ain't supposed to call. All you doing, put a manifold on that thing? No, boy, they're supposed to be by. So then I go back and play the game, and then it work.
I don't be knowing.
Nah, you got that.
I just go to the dealership and be like, fix that shit.
I told somebody that I'm not a hand ass nigga, but I know how to get everything done. I don't know.
And to be fair, I don't think nobody's. I ain't gonna say never, but in my recent life, I don't think any like a mechanic and nobody has gotten over on me because I ain't have many car problems for real. Usually get rid of them bitches.
Nigga, you had a whole hole in the floor of your car.
That was in 2003.
That's a car problem, nigga.
I know. I said recently.
You should have said, better knock on that shit.
I said for real, like, but yeah, them Camaros, like I bought them. When I bought them, they ain't even know to go get it inspected. I bought both of my cars totaled, not knowing that they was totaled until after I bought them.
That sound like some Hooter shit too.
It's
But
true.
that's
Both
what
of
he
them,
said.
both of them Camaros, fool. Both of them Camaros was totaled, and I had no clue until I tried to go get insurance. They were like, "Oh, you get liability. We ain't get."
So you didn't learn for the first time?
No. No, man. I was 20, and then the next one I was 22. No.
But you know what? My week over. But you know what? That do make you think though. Like in life, you gotta buy some lessons. Like you gotta learn that shit.
And that's why. And you know what I learned? I'm gonna buy a new car. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do. I'm gonna buy a new car. And before it gets to that point of a hole in the ground and the gear shift not working, I'm gonna be done got enough maintenance on it, or I'm just gonna get a new car. Hopefully that continues to work. We'll see.
But do you think that like, so that shit that you learned, that you had to learn the hard way, do you think that we do? Because I was having a conversation with Markel and we was talking about parenting. Do you think that and we talk about this in class too. Do you think that does a disservice to kids because we experience so many of those bad things? Because remember, you didn't have nobody to tell you about college, but you went, and so now you know a lot more about it. You finally bought a house. Maybe nobody told you about like all these different things that you've figured out how to get through. Now you're just kind of giving it to your kids. Do you think that does a disservice to them?
No, because my youngest kid is in that she see her sister going to Alabama and she's applying for early enrollment in Alabama. So no, I think that seeing it helps them.
Sometimes
It depends on the badass kid too, man. Sometimes it's just the kid. Sometimes the kid ain't shit. Sorry. And sometimes some kids, and you'll see that like some kids got to be motivated. Some don't, but for them to see some things, I think helps them. I don't think it's a disservice for your kid to have a guide on what's next in life, if that's what's next in life.
Because me and Markel were talking about from the angle of, he was like, he never asked his mama to buy him a car. He already knew.
Yeah,
He said he was 14, 15, telling his mama, I'm going to buy me a car.
Yeah.
But now these kids come and they directly ask you, when you going to buy me a car?
And I say, no, you know what? I damn sure give them, you know what I had to do to get a car? I had to go to college for 2 years, save my Pell Grant, and I still got a $2,000 car that had a hole in the bottom of it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I tell them that for
you should have knew it was total when you saw the hole at the bottom of that bitch.
Gave me a couple years. Shit, for $2,000, I'm good. That's all it's gonna give.
And so that's what we were saying. He said he had to. He went to school. He played football and worked, and that's how he got his car. And I remember I did all of that same thing. But then my mama was like, you know, Jordan don't need to be working, and she don't need to do all that. That's too much, huh?
Whatever. You made me.
Why you didn't feel like that when it was me?
And it's not like she has to do that, but I think it teaches you. It gives you some ground level, some grounding, some showing you that you got to work in order to move. Like if you want some little thing, you want some clothes, you want some shoes, you got to work. And so I think that them working teaches them that at least. And it gives you a responsibility. You got to be somewhere on time at a particular time, and you got to stay there for these hours.
And I'm asking that specifically because me and Markel were again talking about the idea of how like a lot of kids, like right now, he's saying that he done been to Disney like 3 or 4 times with his kids. Mm-hmm. I've been to Disney with my kids, and my kids have been to Disney without me. Mm-hmm. Going to Disney again for Jordan's competition. Nigga, when we were young, nigga, that wasn't no thought or no idea for real. And he talked about how like back then inflation was even like lower, and you could cost of living was cheaper, but like you knew back then, like nigga, you better not ask for no shit like that. Like that's not gonna happen. But yet now for your kids, you can do that easily.
I did go to Astro World one time in Houston. I never been to Disney. And I guess with us, I never really even asked about it or even thought about it either.
That's what we saying. It just feel like it's different. And like when we was in class, we was just saying how
I blame Instagram and the internet. That's all it is. You get to see it more.
I think it's both.
It's evolving.
I do feel like we do make some things easier for them because we don't want them to necessarily go through the things we had, or not even if you don't want them, you don't think about it because you can do it.
Yeah.
Like if you got the money to buy it, why not do it?
I agree with that. And then, but
and I'm not, and that's like that's the approach we have been taking. We'll just do it. So then they don't like when I got my first car. When I got it, I was like, "Oh, I got a car now."
I remember
ready.
That was that.
No, this was in high school.
Oh no,
that was I had an '88 in a 98. That was the '98 Oldsmobile, not the year. That was the name. That was the model of the car, '98 Oldsmobile. Mm-hmm. I had a car when I came to UAB. The transmission. One day I was bagging up, that bitch rolled on out the 45. You know where I stay at, nigga. I almost
knock all
I'm
the
trying
back
to put that bitch in drive. I was trying to reverse the bag in. That bitch started rolling into the thing. I was pushing the gas. That bitch steady rolling. so the transmission got fucked up in it. But when I first got it, that shit sat there for like 7 months because my mom was like, nigga, you're not driving until you get insurance. I ain't. And that, what we was talking about earlier, like I never cried or got mad or pouted about it. I just went and figured out how to get the insurance. Mm-hmm. But we brought it up because earlier my kid was pouting for no apparent reason. Like I don't know what the reason was. I mean, maybe they had a reason, but they just... Like they had that woe is me mentality and pout and think like the world gonna like what's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna stop for them or something.
It ain't. And that's why I told you I like saying no for no reason sometimes. It's a lesson. For real. It's a lesson. And then sometimes, but also they have to when there is a real no, like give me a car. I ain't got no money to get you no car. Because me getting you a car, it does not stop there. There's insurance, there's maintenance, there's tires, there's gas. There's me worrying about your safety all night. So, wait. You have no full need for it. If you needed to go to work, quit. Sorry. I really feel like that. Because that job you have right now ain't really it ain't about to change your life. Like, I'm glad you wanted and needed, but if me having to get you a car to do it is the reason.
You ever feel bad for the things that they want and need?
I do. I do a lot of times. But then also sometimes you got to say, fuck that shit. But even I be trying to, the older I get, the less I really mean it. I'll say, fuck that shit. But I be like, damn. I ain't really going to get no car. I ain't going to get So
And from a parent standpoint, some of that shit do feel good to be able to do that.
It does.
Like it feel good to be able to go get that car, go get this, that. But I just worry, and we talk about in class sometime a lot, are we doing them a disservice? Because the full story about Todd with the watermelon, it was another guy talking about all the hard work he had to do with his granddad and stuff. But he was like, he wouldn't do his kids like that. And then Todd said with the watermelon, he would never let his kids do that. But they both said that taught them the work ethic that they have. So why wouldn't we maybe teach them to do that? Because if not, we're getting rid of some of the work ethic.
I will say that I do. Now, it's okay that I do some things better than what I had as a child because I can. But there's also some things I'm going to be like, no, because I do feel like there's a lot of things that you need to earn. And you need to see how it feels to get that first car yourself, get that first apartment yourself, get into college yourself. You know, like stuff like that. Some things I just feel like you got to learn how to do it yourself.
Yeah.
I can't end something. I would love to get it to you, but also we not in, man, shit is high. We not millionaires and billionaires around this motherfucker. It's hard to get your teenage kid a car.
And that's kind of what I'm saying. Cause like, to me, I felt like like when I couldn't get the insurance for my car, I never remember getting sad or depressed or mad about it. It just was what it was. Like you already pre-understood it. And it's like, now I don't know. They sit in that bitch for 3 weeks in the corner sad about that shit.
You better get over it and be happy. You have a house, you go to a decent high school, you need nothing, you got food every day. Nigga, I had no light sometimes. You better chill. For real, you better chill out. I had no light sometimes, nigga. Eating cold poke and beans. Get the fuck up out of here. You ain't trying to hear that.
I don't have some days to make that damn soup. Shit. Nigga, we eat out that soup for about a week.
I ain't trying to hear that.
It's soup week.
So you ain't got it. So I'm, and that's what I think about that when I'm thinking about when I can't get you a car, what I can give you, and what I do give you. So,
yeah, I just feel like we kind of understood it a little different though.
Well, they gonna, you know what I'm helping them do? They gonna learn today.
You gonna teach them how to understand.
Yeah, you gonna learn. Go be sad. I'm gonna laugh at you. Okay, wait.
McDonald's. Did y'all notice, or not notice, did y'all see that the E. coli outbreak was linked to McDonald's quarter pounders sickened over 49 people in 10 states and 1 dead? That was actually 4 days ago, so I don't know if it's been updated since, but they linked it to the quarter pounder.
I damn sure we got the chicken Big Mac, so I'm glad it wasn't in there.
Shit on your lettuce.
That shit probably, that's what I be thinking, like, how is it just the double quarter pound? I be feeling like that shit leak into all of it. I don't know. That's just me. All of it be touching the same kind of grill.
Science be technical and
touching the same old grill. This Big Mac touched that quarter pounder right on they met in the middle on that grill.
Big Mac touched the quarter, yeah.
The same old beef.
But maybe
same
it was like,
meat,
I don't know. I don't know how they figured it out, but some people smarter than me, I guess.
Y'all niggas use the same grill, but whatever, man. I'm sorry. Prayers to those people, man. Prayers to those people.
That shit kind of scary when you think about how vulnerable our food supplies and stuff be like.
You know what I'd be like? You'll be like, I ain't gonna go to McDonald's. You know what happened? You come from the meat you get from Walmart or Publix.
Well, no, at this point, it be kind of summer everywhere you go now.
It's hard to I don't know. I do be nervous though.
And then they saw that crazy ass story. All them people got sick from that potluck at work, which I've been kind of skeptical on potlucks at work.
I used to love them. The only time I eat them now, the food got to come from Publix though. Yeah, which is still like it's coming from somebody's house because you don't know what Jill back there held and fell in the chicken.
Definitely had the cat on the counter.
You know what I'm saying?
In the house fixing the potato salad.
No offense though, I feel that way because I have a dog also. Like I really don't want to eat your food from your home, and I would understand that people don't want to eat it if it come from my home because I have dogs too. So you know how I go.
Yeah, I usually only deal with the store bought shit now. I be wanting, like, you be sitting over there like, damn, that shit look good.
And that shit be risky. Them niggas might be mad, be scratching their ass and touch your chicken. I don't know.
And it be listeria at the store-bought shit.
Everywhere. So it's scary, man. It's scary. You can't live your life in fear, though. That's just us being old niggas on here. Sorry to ruin y'all pasta. But you know what I'm saying? We just being old niggas, man, and we concerned about everything that's going on in the world, man.
You used to have a carefree spirit where you didn't give a fuck.
I said that, fool. Probably why I got high blood pressure now too, because I'm starting to care too much. I care more for real. Care more like with the kids shit, with the pod shit, with the work shit, with the life shit, with the house shit. Like everything is. You learn it the more you really become a man. That being a man, a black man, is stressful.
You can't. You're crying.
Am I? I just yawned.
No, I'm just saying that's what they say.
Oh, I got one.
Being a black man, I'm talking about the being a black
But yeah,
man.
and that's what and so the result of that is high blood pressure.
That should be crazy. Like, I was having a conversation about that too, and it was like, in class, we go in on Tuesday, they say that men don't express themselves and don't speak enough. Now you got outlets and stuff that encourage men to speak out, and men are starting to talk more, and now they say that men are crying and whining.
Y'all niggas on them, who let them niggas get a mic and whine? Damn. We gotta get a mic and whine. Who gave them niggas a mic to whine? Like, I don't know, man. So
talk about real life stuff. Well, stop crying.
I be trying to get back to I don't care that fuck that shit, but that shit hard to get back to.
You just gotta do it.
It's hard.
You care about every goddamn thing.
It's hard because you care now.
You do care about everything.
You care, nigga. How the fuck am I not care about my kid when the car getting sad about it? Like, think about it. I don't care, but I care, but I don't care. Okay. That's how confusing it be, G. Nigga be in the shower, think like, damn.
Who? I got a study for you.
What we study?
It said couples engaging in unhealthy activities together, such as lounging and eating junk food, reportedly feel closer than opting for healthier habits.
Hold on, say that again.
Couples engaging in unhealthy activities together, such as lounging and eating junk food, reportedly feel closer than those opting for healthier habits.
Yeah. Being in the gym every day could be stressful. Like, lift that weight. Nigga, stop screaming at me. You know what I'm saying? But compared to just sitting in the bed eating some ice cream in a muffin or something, who knows?
That shit probably like think about two couples that probably like crush together and they go get like, you know, like a, you know,
they go get a girlfriend
third
together.
part. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
together.
Yeah, they probably
ain't getting no boyfriend together, okay? Go get a girlfriend together.
That's wild.
Yeah. Imagine starting like, hey, baby, let's go get a boyfriend. What? What you talking about?
They do.
You mean for me or
that's
for
the
you?
first thing come out. Like, he be like, man, we can get a girl. Yeah, if I can get Bruce.
Nah,
man, what the fuck?
go together.
Bruce ain't got nothing. They ain't got.
All right. She gonna go find Bruce who got something you ain't got.
Nah, but it did. I'm being funny, guys.
Bruce got a rose attached to it. He got it stuck on.
That nigga say he got a built-in rose.
Right,
Bruce outperforming the fuck out your ass.
Bruce and one of the robots together.
Hey, bro. Thank you, Bruce.
But I don't know, man, because they be looking unhappy now too, man. They be going to get girlfriend like Finesse 2 times and Neo and them niggas be sad as hell on that.
Yeah, because there's more shit you got to deal with.
Hey,
when you get older, you realize that that's more shit to deal with.
You can't say that because your one woman gonna get upset and be like, "That's why I can't deal with multiple women because one is enough of a headache." What you mean? Is that the only reason?
It is.
Is it not just me? It's just not just one. So you can't say that, but you can say that. But you know, I commend y'all. Salute.
So the moral of the story: eat unhealthy snacks, lounge around, and
get a girlfriend together.
There you go. I saw this.
That's not a headache.
I saw this link, and I feel like these people are kind of underrated, and I feel like we talked about them before, but the Wayans brothers. Or the Wayans family, because I think Kim is in the mix too. Yeah. But they had a little show where they had it all on there, and they was talking about their family dynamics and their upbringing. And it made me just think, one, how underrated that they are, because they created a whole, like, In Living Color, like we talked about a couple weeks ago, how they competed with the Super Bowl and actually changed the way that the Super Bowl picks performances. Like Can't Get Right mentioned. The next year after they did it, they brought Michael Jackson. Like, fuck that. You ain't finna outshine us again. Mm-hmm. But you just look at everything they've done, the movies that they've been in, and it made you wonder, like, who would you say, or who is your favorite, or you think that's the funniest out of the Wayans?
To me, because I grew up watching the Wayans brothers, and as I was watching the Wayans brothers in that time, I was thinking Sean. But as I got older, I thought Marlon, so I'm going with Marlon. I feel like I see Keenan Ivory Wayans, I see him in Shame and movies like that for me, but. It was a good movie, but to me, it wasn't the funniest of funniest. You know what I'm saying? So
I think I think Marlon more like
goofy,
off the
silly,
cuff,
funny. Goofy, silly.
But
funny.
I like Damon as far as movies, like from Major Pain and shit.
Major Pain.
More money.
Major pain. My wife and kids. If you don't answer me when I speak to you, I'm gonna put my foot in your ass. Is that clear, dummy?
I think he might be the funniest to me.
Who Dame? That's what I say. But I think it could be that his movies were more funny. Mm-hmm. What was that? And even he played. What was that movie? Last Boy Scout shit. I think the football movie. Mm-hmm. That was a good.
When he was more serious.
Yeah, he was more serious. That was a good movie. Now that wasn't funny, but
yeah. So he was a more of a well-rounded actor, I would say. I'm gonna give my funniest to Marlon because as well as Marlon's stand-up, even though it isn't the best, this is.
I was hoping Can't Get Right was gonna be here because I was interested to see. He the comedy.
You know what?
Expert.
I'm never hoping Can't Get Right's gonna be here. You said I was hoping Can't Get Right.
I'll do my boy like that.
I'm doing everybody like that. All y'all niggas get shot. You ain't here. You get shot.
Who you say, G-Boss? Who you got?
I got Damon. I got Marlon. And I got Kim.
Nigga, you can't have three. Nigga, who the fuck is?
Damon, I guess, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Damon on top. Then Marlon.
I ain't never heard of Elvira.
Kim.
Yeah, Elvira, what she do? Write
What the fuck
scripts?
is that?
She must write some shit. I ain't never seen her. Pull up, G-Boss. Pull up her EMDB, or what it's called.
I guess we was just talking about the original.
You know what I'm talking
That
about?
might be
The
somebody's
movie
kid. Might be like
IMDb.
one of Damien kids or some shit like that.
She was older.
One of the writers. They say she a writer.
That shit say songwriter?
Screenwriter.
Yeah, she had to be a writer.
That's dope. Man, I was looking at something today. Was it today? Yeah, I think I sent it to you. And it said, I want to be rich like Slim.
Rich like Slim? Who's Slim?
Cash Money.
Quiet.
They were like,
and
nobody
relaxed,
know
and
you in the. You got about 200 million. Nobody know you for real. Nobody see you. They don't know you talk. Like, especially in lieu of all the shit that's going on, nigga just low key and be in the cut.
Nigga say,
sitting in the back.
still alive?
Nigga say, I ain't know. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
That shit'd be lovely for.
That
I
nigga
love
said,
that.
nigga say he'll whisper something to you. You don't even know what he said, but you feel like he'll do it.
Nigga
Whatever
always
he
ask
said.
you that money or fame. Give me the money, man. I'd be happy.
That fame
Indonesia
too
somewhere.
stressful.
Yes.
And most of the time, the people with the most fame aren't the ones with the most money. It's so many people walking around with a lot of money and you don't even know who the fuck they are. You be sitting right next to them and have no idea who they are.
Some tech guy who built this right here, who made it easy for G-Boss to pull that up.
It be
real
shit
quick.
like whoever made these wires. Like them nigga rich as fuck.
the road pole. Pause.
Yeah, I made the little orange stain to go around the wire.
That's why I like sitting at them bars at hotel because you never know who you talking to.
Nigga be like, nigga, I made plugins. Nigga, you made plugins? Who is the plug-in nigga? You know the plug-in nigga? I don't know the plug-in nigga.
Yeah, I was talking to Buddy. He said that one time he was sitting in his talking to a lady and she was like, "Yeah, I make pretzels." He was like, "You make pretzels?" She was like, "Yeah, I make pretzels. I started a pretzel business." Ended up being the Auntie Anne's CEO who started that shit. Well, imagine nigga come out. Oh man, I make shoes. Oh yeah.
You Nike nigga?
You over there like,
you
this
Nike?
nigga talking about he make shoes.
Yeah, nigga, I
Yeah,
designed the shoes.
my
you got
name
on,
Phil
nigga.
Knight. Like damn. Oh shit.
He look like Jeffrey from.
But we'll probably know who that is. But I'm just saying in general, it's a lot of rich motherfuckers. You have no idea who they are. Music. Dunn Trip.
Music.
Mr. Dunn Trip. He's still on his roll. I forgot. Look up what that album was he just dropped. He just dropped the album. I didn't get a chance to listen to it. I was talking to Barry.
Lost call? Is it Lost Cause?
I think so.
Yeah. No, that's Tory Lanez. My bad.
Oh, you stupid motherfucker.
I'm sorry. I didn't see
Got
that.
me
I think
fucked
so.
up.
I'm sorry because that's the first
Nigga,
thing
I'm trying to keep the shit rolling.
Dummy.
But nah, Dunn Trip done dropped 400 albums in 3 weeks.
That's it.
Yours
Yours
truly.
truly.
That's it.
Close enough.
Didn't get a chance to listen to it, but I want to mention it because we always keep our music up, and I know a lot of people hear what we say and then go check it out. So Dunn Trip just dropped another album, Yours Truly. I said I think it's time to put a Dunn Trip playlist together because you can't
Man.
get through all of them. Like he put out so much work, which I appreciate, but then it's hard to kind of enjoy it all because it be so much.
Is it a playlist or give me a better word for something that consists of 100 songs? Because that bitch gonna be about 100 songs.
A greatest hits album. Yeah, that compilation.
Because it's gonna be more than a playlist if we put together that. For the last 2 years, this man has put out 15 projects plus.
Yeah.
It's a series, Dunn Trip series.
But that's
Is
movies.
this still consistent? Because at one point I know it was 15 albums in 15 months.
Yeah.
But he's still going, so I think it got to be
It's probably more. I don't
more
know.
than that.
I just threw that number out because I know I will be close enough.
But shout out Trip.
But it's a lot.
Because music right now, like none of the heavy hitters are giving us much or nothing. So this is another year. Like I feel like we've been saying for 2 years that we haven't been getting much good music. So
We got something from the big heavy hitter that we've been listening to.
Future,
Big X.
Big X, yeah.
I just said that because he heavy. And he got hits.
Oh, no,
In our
got some
community.
hits. Dirt, Lil Dirt, the head man over at OTF was arrested in Broward County this week in a murder for hire plot. Earlier, over 5 of his OTF crew were arrested and charged. I think that was Thursday with the slaying of Quando Rondo's cousin. They also just recently, like I said, went and picked up Dirk, saying that he was the spearhead or alleging that he was the money behind putting up the bounty. And it just made me, I know most of this kind of stuff we steer away from, but I couldn't help but to bring it up just because the position that he had just put himself in. I just seen like 2 weeks ago, he was getting the keys to 2 different cities.
I think they took it back already.
Well, yeah, they did. But the backlash came as soon as he got it. It was people saying, why would you give keys to, and then they
drill
went,
rapper,
you know,
all of
whatever.
that.
And so then a week later, here we are with this. What's your thoughts or how do you feel about all of these rappers now that's catching Ricos or that's getting hit with these different kind of, like this was super serious, a bounty for hire
Yeah, man.
charge.
And we kind of what we was just talking about, man. You want the money or you want the fame or you want the what you want. I don't know. If I'm in that position, not saying he's guilty or innocent, I don't know. But we do see this happen in our community too often till we know that it happens. So with that being said, man, I don't know why it's so hard for us. Another man thing, I guess. Another macho thing, I guess. I don't know. For us to just go get the money and just be happy and stop doing the street stuff. Stop doing the killing stuff. Stop doing the murder for hire. Stop feeling like we got to slide for whoever we got to slide for and all of this. And then that gets tough too, because that came up again. We was talking not too long ago. Like, I don't remember the specific topic, but Todd said something. It was like, well, we know for a fact that if something happened to you or the girls, you wouldn't forgive this person so easily, and if you see him, it might be on site. So I don't know, man, but it gets tough. Me personally, I don't think I have it in me to be revengeful or to go set up stuff like this if this is what happened. I don't know, man. I just want us to do better, people to do better, and once you get it, be happy with it and not have to go back to that street life, that street living stuff, because we see nothing but often and often how something negative always comes from it. And now your family's messed up. 19 other families might be messed up because it's a generation of things that you're taking care of and that you're looking out after. And it's just like the writing was on the wall.
Yeah. I say to y'all all the time, I mean, we talk about stuff like this, how hard it is to build something and put it in a position of success. Mm-hmm. Like to take a label, y'all had, who knows whatever had to happen in the streets in Chicago when y'all were young on the come up, and now to be one of the top 5-10 premier artists in rap, to get up to that top spot, be able to feed so many families and take care of so many people, to put y'all all in position to be successful. Like I said the other week, if we're successful, that could help set up Dez could, off of his offspring of business, set up his nephews and cousins and whoever else. And then his nephews and cousins can set up, you might not know all of them, but as a result of the machine that y'all created, y'all have built something so big, and it's so hard to get to. Because think about all of the people that's trying to rap or trying to get to these positions. And that's the thing that throw me off is I get what they build their brands off of. And so then they ultimately trick themselves to think that, like, I have to respond and I have to do this a certain kind of way. It's a bad position to be in because you've built your brand off of being this certain kind of way. And so when it happened, everybody looking at you like, what you gonna do?
Right.
And I'm not saying that he did or didn't. I don't know. We'll let the facts be what they are and let them come out and see. But I just be so disappointed in that they got to go through this and it's stopping the money and it's affecting your kids. Mm-hmm. So like, when you say you don't have it in your heart to do it, I don't have it in mine either, just because I'm not about to let you make me trick myself and fuck up my kids. Because what good is that doing it? Especially if in a lot of these situations, I'm helping take care of your kids now that you gone.
Yeah.
Like we look at Pac-Man Jones.
Chris Henry's son.
Different relation. It's not like murder or anything. Like it's not no street shit, but he's taking care of that man kid. So his responsibility and load just got that much bigger. Why would he put himself in a position to fuck up for them?
To me, I feel like it's the same, meaning that Pac-Man was going down the bad road. And for the longest, we hadn't heard anything negative or bad about him because he got on the straight road because he's looking out for Chris Henry's kids, his kids, and other people's kids to make sure they succeed.
Yeah.
So to me, it's that.
I just think at this point, man, if this don't show you, and I know a lot of people are mimicking that drill scene, and it's crazy because that drill scene, I've been telling people for years that shit, the way it is right now, that shit started in Chicago and transitioned out into the world. Mm-hmm. And in every city in America, there's mimicking of a drill scene. You got 4-5 rappers on each side of each section that do something to each other, go to rapping about it, go to talking about it. But this just show you, like, it's not going, it ain't going to end right, man. These people are locking people up left and right. They putting these big Ricos on top of people. And at the end of the day, you're no good for the people that's dependent on you.
Yeah.
So.
Or the game itself, or hip hop. It's a trickle down effect.
And he had to work hard. Remember when Dirk first came out? I mean, he was cool.
I used to like his music.
He was all right, and then he was real not so good for a very long time, and then he rebranded himself, and then he became like much better. He worked real hard to get up there to that level of a good rapper, a good artist. So it just kind of
it saddens me, man.
Yeah, it's fucked up to see it.
More than anything else, it saddens me because he was headed in the right direction.
I just don't know why, like, how repeated, like, we just get into the, like, man, you know how powerful, like somebody put up a clip of, they said how the OTF, what's young boy shit? OTF and YMB or whatever. They said how the beef ended. Both of them, they showed both of them pictures in court locked up with cuffs on.
Looking bad, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But just imagine the power and influence that all of them could have collectively if they work together.
Generational changes in wealth and health and financial, helping a whole lot of people out, man. Like we see how many people these people are helping with all of the trouble they are in. Imagine if they wasn't in it.
Yeah, just sad, dog.
Yeah, man. But prayers to everybody included in these situations. Everybody can learn from this, whether he's guilty or not guilty. You can still learn from it. It's a real big learning experience, I think, man. I'm guilty of it. You know what I'm saying? We did some bullshit and some stupid shit. And you know what I did? I learned from it. I ain't go back to doing it. And made sure it's not egregious to a point to where you can't come back from. It's hard to come back from some shit, though. And it sucks, too, because they talking about if he get found guilty, it's like
that's life
type shit. Death penalty, nigga.
Well, they said that, like, yeah, but see, with the feds don't really do death. So, like a federal death penalty is usually not a thing right now. Now, I remember at one point, if Trump was to get off, he did say that he may reinstate, but I don't know. Shit, why?
Yeah, it's tough, man. So go from being on top of the world to
in a blink of an eye. He had just took his kid. They was just showing where he took a lot of his kids to Disney World like 2 days before. We brought that up on, talking about Disney, so that's the only reason I brought it up. But yeah, college football,
foosball.
Y'all stupid motherfuckers let me pick Navy last week. I don't know why y'all did that, but Navy.
It was a setup
Navy,
for everybody.
I think Dez put the wrong. I'm pretty sure I picked Notre Dame, and he put Navy.
You pretty
on
sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. He let Todd kind of catch up, but Navy played Notre Dame. Notre Dame kicked their ass 51-14. Did you see the game? And if so, what are our takeaways and recaps from it? Because I got a lot to say about Navy and Notre Dame.
Navy, you're pretty good against the regulars, but when you get somebody that's gonna lean on you, it gets tougher. We see, and that shit is. I kind of thought that. I'm not gonna lie. I just think that once you're real good until you play the teams that are very, very good and more talented. And against those subpar teams, you're gonna play like that. You're gonna play, and I still commend them, boy, because they still having a hell of a season.
Yeah,
they're having a hell of the Army, Navy, y'all both are having hell of a seasons, hell of a years. But once you get them people who gonna lean on you, it shows, and it always does.
I told Dez when we got in last week. As soon as we got upstairs, I said, "Damn, I shouldn't have picked Navy." I was like, I knew better, and the reason why I say that is because Navy really hadn't played anybody up until that point. Not anybody who could challenge them the way you got to challenge to beat the option.
Notre Dame.
And Notre Dame is more athletically gifted up front than a lot of people they play. If you got a really good D-line, especially those interior two, you can disrupt the fuck out the option because all you got to do is get penetration.
It's a lot of that, too. Like
once you get the penetration, then it kind of slows up what they can do out of the option.
I also saw, like, on the perimeters, like, little stuff like your nickel back or your cornerback beating that receiver one-on-one and beating the block and making those tackles for losses.
Yep.
Like, little stuff like that.
The athleticism of Notre Dame was on display.
Yeah,
I will say, I feel like Notre Dame, not Notre Dame, Navy actually did run. They were gashing
turnovers
them a lot, but the turnover did kill them. They had a lot of uncharacteristic turnovers that you don't see, but that's also a testament to better athletes. You playing people who are faster, and you ain't used to nobody being on
your face. They in your face already.
Yeah, they are already there. They faster. So anybody who's never really competed at that level, you can tell the difference when you playing some more athletically gifted teams. Them motherfuckers faster. They be there a little quicker.
They bigger. They stronger. Them niggas got more muscles. It's a lot of little shit. Like
I remember one time.
That man a man.
I remember one time when we played UCF, and I was on punt. Was it punt? Punt cover. Man, them niggas put me in the. I was the little guard, and on a punt team, them niggas had Brandon Marshall over me. I was like, God damn,
This nigga 6'5".
This nigga 6'5",
215.
fast. Nigga, I couldn't even do nothing because I couldn't outrun him. I'm strong. I'm strong, but the nigga long.
I can't touch him.
Man, I'm trying to run up the field. He like, nigga, you sorry for.
He talking shit, dude.
He kept pushing me with the little nub, and I couldn't even that whole game. I ain't get close to a punt. What the fuck? He was on the line for on punt return, but yeah, that nigga was big, fool. But shout out to Notre Dame. They went in and handled their business. Oregon, Illinois. Oregon went in there, did what they needed to do. They won 38-9. Did you see any of that? I
watched it real quick. I watched the highlights of it. I didn't think that one was going to be a close one. I commend Illinois for what they've been doing, but I knew Oregon was a different monster. And they showed that they were real quick, real soon.
I really like the mentality that Landon putting into Oregon. I said this a couple weeks ago.
He's making his defense tough.
He's making them a tough. Oregon has always been good. They've always been athletic on offense, but we always said that they won't win the big SEC game or something like that.
They're tough.
But now they're actually tough, man. They're a tough ball club. On offense and defense, as finesse as that offense is, they run the ball aggressive.
They run the ball.
Yeah, and I seen that little running back. He could have walked right around. He ran straight through a nigga on the goal line. Bow!
They're running real well. I like it. I like Landon and what he's doing. He a young guy too, though. So this is probably going to be going on for some years. And for them to come over and do this in the Big Ten, it says things because the Big Ten is known for being tough.
Yeah.
And so for them to come in out tough some tough Big Ten teams, it says a lot to me. And that was always my hesitancy. And you can see it with USC. These same teams, they're running through USC.
Yeah,
but
they're not tough.
Oregon is showing how much tougher they are.
I was seeing somebody talking about USC. They said the problem with USC is they don't have trench work. So trench work is offense and defensive line. Their trenches is not tough enough. Yeah. Especially on the defensive line. And they going over there to the Big Ten land. They got great offensive lines.
Them Wisconsins, them Indianas, them Illinois, them Michigans. You might be faster than them. But if they smack you in your mouth, they smack you in your mouth.
They smack you in your mouth.
What you gonna do, man?
That's one thing about football. It's, even as a defensive player, when an offense is smacking you in the mouth, it used to be like that when we used to play Southern Miss. Southern Miss was very physical.
Very tough.
It was very physical. Their offensive line was very physical. They'd be like, God damn. But they come out and they smack your ass in the mouth.
They had a lot of big black niggas with a lot of muscles.
Yeah, I remember that nigga from New Orleans.
Big black nigga with a lot of muscles.
Nigga talk shit all game.
Them niggas used to hit hard too.
Yeah, them niggas used to hit.
Sam Hunt, I tell you.
They whole face, man.
His whole helmet broke.
Yeah, that's wild. Alabama, Missouri. Alabama pretty much dominated, did what they were supposed to do, 34-0 in a dominating game. Missouri actually was a top 10 defense in all categories. Passing, running, total defense. They were 9, 8, 9, and 10 basically in all of those categories. So they're not a slouch of a team. But Alabama went in and did what they were supposed to do. Looked a little shaky early, but what's your takeaways from Alabama?
I don't know. I'm still because 2 weeks before, 3 weeks before, we're saying how they looked amazing and how they looked like this and like that, and then the 2 weeks after, we was talking about how bad they looked. Like right now, I feel like they came and they look like they supposed to look against an inferior Missouri team, and that's what I expect out of Bama. I want to see it some more. I want to see it continue. So we'll see. The jury is still out. If they have a chance, I don't know, but we'll see because over there is a few teams with 1 or 2 losses. LSU being one, Bama being one. Texas A&M looks good. However, I still don't believe in them yet. I got to see some more. Now they came and they dominated LSU. I'm sorry, and that's why I picked LSU last week. And I said it. I said that they are starting Wegman, and I think that he had more interceptions than touchdowns. And
You just skipped over Alabama like that.
No, I talked about Bama. But
I didn't.
My bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Talk about it. Because it wasn't much to talk about. They came in dominated.
I just wanted to chime in on. I think Alabama's problem is going to be they're having trouble figuring out how to get the ball to Ryan Williams. Like it's something wrong with the timing that Milroe and Williams got. If you look at it, every time he's trying to get it to Williams, it's high, low. He just having a difficult time getting it to him, but it's easier for him to get it to whoever number 5 is. I can't think of his name.
He's a taller target. I think that plays a big role.
Ryan Williams 6'3".
Is he?
6'2", 6'3"?
I thought he was like 5'11", fool.
Oh, I might be wrong.
I thought he was a little nigga. I think Ryan Williams.
Is he little?
Yeah, I think he a little nigga.
Oh, I thought he was. Yeah, nigga, that's not little.
And that's internet height. Like he not 6 feet. I
know what you're saying.
Me and you were 6 feet on the internet.
I think he. I don't think he little like that.
What's number 5? Bernard or something like that. How tall is he? He might be 6. I don't know how tall he is. I don't know.
I just feel like he real special, and I don't think they figured out how to utilize him just yet.
I don't know. I'm confused on why you say that because he was one of the top receivers in the league, and he has more yards, a lot more.
Yeah,
catches.
but if you think about it,
but I know, and I think it's
those
just
are from the first few games.
I think it's just Milroe being inaccurate. Me personally,
right? So, but what my point was, I feel like this shit about timing and connect. They just don't seem to be on the same page. And I'm curious. I feel like that's going to come down and haunt them a little later.
We're going to see. I think it's already haunting them. I think it's going to continue to haunt them until, me personally, that's what I think it is. I think it's just Milroe's not the most accurate of guys. He's not the most on time of guys when it's time to just sit in the pocket, take a 3-step, 5-step drop, hit that back foot, let it go to where it need to go. I never really see him comfortable doing that. And I think that's what it is. I know it's still a little early, but do you think that he needs to come back? Yeah.
Or he need to clear it out?
I don't think I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think it matters. I think he is at this point. I think he is who he is. But I think if he comes back, he gets more comfortable in this offense. He might be a little bit better.
And he got major targets. But they bringing in a stud.
I know, but I think that stud could wait a little bit.
I mean, I'm with you with the waiting thing. It's just the times now. These kids don't wait.
I know.
They might not get to keep Ryan Williams if they keep bullshitting.
Yeah, I know. I think me personally,
might be down there with y'all.
I think Milroe, I'll take him. I'll take him. He could be another Jay.
He might be going to Texas guy.
He could be another Jay Daniels for me. I'll take him, but I do think that it helps them as a team overall for him to come back and be the veteran of that team. Like it's the coach's first year.
Yeah.
They ain't got their full offense.
Because I believe they got the number 1 quarterback committed to him. It's a black kid, kind of big.
Bryce Underwood
can slang that thing.
I think Bryce Underwood. I know LSU got one too. It's two, like 3 of them. I know LSU got one and they got one. They're both real good, but I don't care how good you are. I think that a second-year coach who hasn't fully put in his full program of things he wants
Rivals,
to do.
Don't nobody use that
nigga type in, turn off the internet.
You got to turn in ESPN, man. And that nigga typed in Rivals, the internet cut off, goddamn. But yeah, I just wanted to say that about Alabama, but we'll see how that goes. Texas, Vandy. No.
Yeah.
You wanted to go.
That's fine.
Okay, Texas, Vandy. Texas ended up pulling it off 27-24. Vandy is, at this point, Vandy is a formidable opponent. Yeah. 27-24. They beat Alabama. They played Texas tough. They beat the shit out of Kentucky. Vandy is looking like the team, but did you have a chance to watch any of that game, and what was your takeaway?
I watched a good bit of it, and I think that the only reason that Texas beat them is because Vandy beat Bama last week. If that didn't happen, I think they'll beat Texas because Texas would be surprised by them. However, I do think that Texas did what they were supposed to win. I think at this point, man, a win is a win is a win, and you just got to win your games at this point. And in this SEC here, is a lot tougher. Even the teams at the bottom, we used to clown Vandy, be like the bottom of the SEC trap. And Vandy is showing you that that's not true. No, and they still might have some. But when the Vandy's of the SEC is getting good, the SEC is going to be a real good place to watch football. Texas has been making me a little bit more nervous, though. They not really, because I never thought that they was going to be what a lot of people thought they were going to be initially. And I think that with all of the money they got, that when you giving out Lambos, you're going to get them guys. You're going to get all of them guys. And once you year 3, year 4 in the SEC giving out Lambos, if you ain't giving out Lambos, it's going to be tough to beat.
I seen Nick Saban talking. He said it. I keep saying it.
If you don't buy the right guys, you're going to lose.
I'm gonna continue saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it. I like Nick Saban's new role and what he's able to say and do. One of the things he said that, and you can kind of see how he combated the Texases and what do you want to do? Mm-hmm. Do you want the money now, or do you want the long-term career? Do you want success? What are you here for? He was like, that was his new recruiting pitch. You know what I'm saying? Like he was like, because a lot of these kids will focus on what individually we can do. And he had to sell to them how individually you helping the team creates you getting to the success that you want to have. He kind of broke down. That was more so his recipe in the process, showing you how you as a teammate, as a great teammate, as a great supporter can actually create the money that you need to create and be a first-round draft pick. And put yourself in position to get it, because some of these people that's jumping, like UNLV quarterback that just jumped out just because they didn't give me what I wanted to get. I seen Travis Hunter say about Colorado, nigga, if this was about money, I wouldn't be at Colorado. Mm-hmm. He was like, they was offering me money to leave Colorado. He was like, but it's about developing myself and being in the right place. Mm-hmm. So I get it. This NIL money is lucrative, but you got to make sure that you basing yourself on the right thing. So I get what you're saying with Texas. They got all that money out there, but kids got to make sure that they doing the right thing.
And I get that too, but I don't know how much that works in 2024, because I heard it come out of Nick Saban's mouth that if you're not buying the right kids, you're not going to win.
Sure,
he said that. So
yeah, he did.
And in 2024, I don't know if that.
I'm not suggesting that that's not it, but Texas A&M is an example. Remember they tried to buy all them players and them niggas was sorry as fuck.
It's working.
So
right
yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't back then. I'm talking about when Jimbo had the top one class 3 years in a row and still was sorry as fuck on the field.
Well, I don't know if they was necessarily buying them. Now they did have those top classes.
They did.
They had them.
Remember Nick Saban was trying to tell them.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't know. I don't know. But right now, I could put that money out there and it be it. And maybe these teams right now are a result of that.
I'm sorry. Football is not a sport where you can buy players and think that it's going to work. It's just not a sport that it's not a sport that supports that. We've never seen it at the NFL level. We've never seen it. We're not going to see it in college. I mean, it's going to make you win some games and you're going to get talked about, but are you going to win the big game?
Yeah, Tampa Bay did it when they bought Tom Brady and Gronk.
That was different.
No, they bought the players.
No, that was different. No. That's not what I'm saying. Okay,
I know what you're saying.
2 players, nigga. I'm talking about when the Rams or the
Rams did too.
No, they didn't.
When they won the Super Bowl,
no, nigga, we have never seen, like when the Cowboys went and bought all those goddamn players. That shit never works. It has never worked in football. Never.
Who won pull up the last 4 Super Bowl winners, please, G-Boss. 5 Super Bowl winners.
It's never happened. You can't buy those players.
I know Tampa Bay.
Football is about chemistry, my nigga.
It is.
And a lot of those players that's paying for money, you're not winning. Kansas City, you don't need the last 4. You know Kansas City got 2 or 3 of them bitches.
Yeah, them.
They don't have all the top players.
In St. Louis, they don't.
Yeah, I know it. Every team that's ever done it has always disappointed the fuck out of us.
Well, they do got the top player.
Well, nigga, I'm not saying that.
I know, but
I'm not saying that they won't have great players, nigga. Nobody wins without a great player. But I'm talking about the teams that go by. Hold on, I'm talking about the teams that go by offense, a running back, an offensive line, a D line. They got a star over here, a star over there. That shit never wins.
To me, the NFL is a little different because they all go by.
Remember, they was tearing Ohio State up last year for doing it. They was tearing Ole Miss up this year for trying to do it. Texas A&M for trying to do it.
We gonna see. We shall see, man. I don't know. We'll see. Because I think that they all, at this point, they're all just buying players.
I'm not saying that you're not going to buy players. You're going to get a quarterback. You're going to get a running back. But I'm talking about if you got the best cornerback, the best running back, the best receiver, the best tight end, the best D tackle, the best linebacker. That shit never wins.
You probably gonna win.
No, hell.
In 2024
You're gonna win
in
some
college.
games. You ain't gonna win no championship.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that's why you got all these teams that you don't niggas losing left and right.
Who gonna win? Pick somebody right now. I know it's early. Pick who you want. Who you think will win it?
I don't know. That's the beauty of it because all of these people got a balanced team. It's hard.
Number one ranked team. What about their quarterback?
Again, man, stop talking about buying a player, fool. Like you acting like can't get right now.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you is because like normally you comprehend a little quicker.
You
than
sitting here saying money don't matter.
No, I didn't say that money don't
saying
matter.
The niggas who
Did I ever say money don't matter?
No, you didn't say that. I know
Right.
you didn't say that.
Okay,
but
so
I'm
those
saying
I
that
said
it does. And the niggas who are buying the best players are winning.
I said you can win some games by going to buy players. That's what I said.
I bet
But
the
you
champion
can't-
gonna have some bought players.
Who does you keep killing me, man? Like
I know.
I'm not saying that you're not gonna buy players, but the team that buy all of those goddamn niggas, like the Texas A&Ms of the world, when they had the number one receiver, they had a number one quarterback. When they have all of those bought players, they're not gonna win.
I'm not talking about that, man. I'm talking
That's
about
what I'm
because-
saying.
Because we don't know if there was
So leave me alone on what I said.
Because that's not proven. We don't know if there was bought. So
Why we don't know that?
Because we don't.
Everybody knew that. Who?
No, we don't fully know that.
Oh man, you tripping today. I don't know what you on, man, but you tripping.
Nick Saban said if you don't buy the right players, you're going to lose.
The right players. Okay, let's buy a quarterback. Notre Dame done bought a quarterback 2-3 years in a row. That's cool. But they don't have a quarterback. They don't have Ohio State went and got Junkins. They went and got
Will Howard.
the nigga from Alabama. They went and got
Downs.
Yes, they went and got a lot of motherfuckers. Let's see how that's gonna work. They already lost.
They did. Everybody lost, for real, for the most part.
Exactly my point. You're not gonna. I think it's gonna be really hard to win a championship because football is about camaraderie, cohesiveness. What team comes together and play together. That's why I don't believe that shit works.
I get that, but also within that, you're still buying players to do that because everybody's done it.
I'm not
that's my
saying-
point. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Right. And I keep agreeing that everybody's going to buy players. You're going to get some players. You're going to get some key pieces. I think the best team is going to get a couple key pieces and then roll with it. They're not going to try to buy a whole team. You're not going to be good. You can't buy a whole team.
I ain't saying ain't nobody bought a whole team, so I'm not saying that either.
I keep saying it. An offensive lineman, a quarterback, a linebacker, a running back, a receiver. You buying 5, 6, 7 players, that's too much.
Ain't nobody doing that, though.
They are. Ohio State did it.
Okay.
They did it last year. Man, have you been watching Game Day?
Yes.
They talked about it. And Michigan bust their ass after they did it. And that's why they said that they was on the high seat. I know Mike gonna get mad at me saying that, but that's what they was doing.
They look a lot better right now.
They look a lot better, but they've already lost.
With all of damn near everybody has. All
Right.
of the good teams have. So I think that they're going to continue to lose. And yes, you're correct. The team who builds the most camaraderie is going to win. You're absolutely correct. But they're going to have some bought players within it. Is all I'm saying.
And I've never not said that they wasn't gonna have ball players.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
you said I was correct, and I'm also agreeing that
So
they're
that's
not
what.
gonna
So
have
what I
ball
was saying
players.
is that's why I don't think that saving thing works. Is you want the money now or you want to win now? They want both.
Can I say something?
They want
What
both.
I was saying for that was how Saban he doesn't have the money that Texas has, but he has a process. He's he's the best college coach that ever played. He said that his way, he said, not me, he would tell those players, do you want instant gratification now or do you want to build something for long term? I'm saying that was his way. I'm not saying, wait. I'm not saying that he didn't buy players. I'm not saying that he's saying, again, if you buy the right player, like if you go get a Jamar Gibbs, if you go get a Jalen Williams, he would go get 1 or 2. But the whole Alabama team was not full of ball players. He would go get 1 or 2 key pieces. That's all I've been saying.
And that's how I never disagree with that stuff. I never
what the
said
fuck
that
you
that
talking
was
about?
because I still said that no matter what, like Saban said at the end of that when he was sitting up there on that panel he sits on that if you don't buy the right players, you're gonna lose. And that's all I've ever been saying. So we keep going in circles, and I'm keep saying what I'm saying.
Oh,
You keep
let's
saying what you saying. So
LSU played Texas A&M. LSU lost 38-23. The Texas A&M. What's your takeaway?
LSU defense, y'all stunk. again, you went back to your old self. It was a surprise, but it wasn't because, like I said last week, I picked LSU because Wegman was the starter, and I was like, he's not going to be the guy to beat us. I'm actually more nervous if the other guy, the black kid at quarterback, is starting, and that's what happened. We was up 17-7, should have been up 20, 23, 26-7 because we missed 3 field goals. It should have been 26-7, but not. Then this kid came in the game and he turned the game completely around. So I expected that I didn't think that was going to happen because I didn't think he was going to play at that. They was going to stick with that guy because he won them some games before. But they showed that they was willing to adjust. And they showed it was a better team. And they said something early in the week. I'm like, man, there's no way possible y'all going to do that. One of their old linemen said, we're going to come here, we're going to run the ball, and they ain't going to stop us. You know what happened? They came in there, ran the ball, and we didn't stop them. So, so
yeah, once they made that quarterback change, it was really hard. I don't, and we said that earlier.
Marcel Reed.
We said that earlier when he came in the game earlier in the season that he looked like they started. I don't know why they ever switched back, but
he was 2 for 2. That man threw 2 passes.
He just a better. I don't care how many
better
passes he
athlete.
threw. He just a better player. Like they look like a different team when he came in versus when he wasn't in there.
It looked like a more athletic Kansas State when their offensive coordinator was at Kansas State at quarterback, and that's basically the same offense they're running. Is that quarterback run, that read option with an athletic guy, and they're getting outnumbered. They're outnumbering you, which we don't do a real good. We did a terrible job of numbers. Just like when UAB played Central Florida, when my boy ran for 300 yards on us, or however many yards he ran, it was just simple numbers that LSU, we couldn't do. And even if we did put numbers in there, the quarterback would beat us on it. So.
Yeah.
Y'all tried, but the kicker should have made, we still made too many stupid mistakes in the kicking game. 2 field goals missed, and one, the snap was just snapped too early, and they just threw that bit back there. Too many false starts, too many penalties. When you do stupid stuff like that, man, you're going to lose.
I don't know who y'all are.
I don't either.
Like, ever since Brian Kelly, like, I be trying to figure out what his team is, and he just reminds me of what he was at Notre Dame. Like,
I hate when people start to like us, though. We were doing very well until people started to like us.
Who started liking you?
The media. When they start picking you to win this, like a lot of the game day and all that, LSU, they're hitting their stride. And this is what Brian Kelly does. If you've ever noticed it, when he was at Notre Dame, they start off slow. And then towards the end of the year, his teams always get better. And when everybody's picking LSU, and then we lose.
Yeah.
But against Ole Miss, nobody picks us against Ole Miss.
Who Texas A&M lost to? Because they quietly.
It was the first game of the season. It was somebody subpar.
And you kind of felt like they was about to be bums.
Yeah, it was somebody subpar.
They putting together a pretty good season here. Who did they lose to?
Huh.
That's not really that's not a bad loss.
It's not, but we didn't expect Notre Dame. I bet if they played tomorrow, you're not picking Notre Dame. I'm not.
I didn't probably pick Notre Dame when they played them the first time.
I know,
probably.
so, you know.
That was the first game of the season. That was early.
Mm-hmm. It was 23-13. They put up no offense with Connor Wegman in the game. Marcel Reed, the kid, probably wasn't even, he was just getting on campus, not used to it yet. So, I like A&M, man. They look good. Their defense is solid.
I know.
And also, man, our quarterback, I don't know what he was doing, man. He was my guy. He still is my guy, but yesterday he did some stupid stuff.
I know. At one point, you was trying to say he was a Heisman.
He was, man. But yesterday, I don't know what he was.
Bum.
He was a bum. He ain't 1-7 like Florida State, but he was a bum.
Ooh, we so bad.
1-7 is terrible, my guy.
That's cool.
Oh, it's not. It's not.
Step closer to Dion, baby.
That's not cool.
We want Dion. That's what I want.
It's not gonna happen.
Hey, Dion ain't staying in Colorado after Shador and Shiloh leave.
Probably not.
And Travis.
But Dion gonna come in there wanting too much. I want not too much. He gonna want exactly what he need. I need some good coordinators. I need some good assistants.
He can get it.
I hope so.
He can get it. It's just gonna be real tough to see Dion there after. And speaking of Dion, they won yesterday. I didn't see their score, but it actually made them 6-2, which made them bowl eligible for the first time since 2020. They beat who was that? Cincinnati, 34-23. Really good showing for them. It said they were ranked 23rd. So just to see the way that they playing, they didn't close out like how he wanted them to close out. but they did put on a nice performance. Their offense is loaded, man. They got weaponry everywhere. Defense is playing a little bit better on the line, but they just become bowl eligible. They are now 6-2. Last year, I think they only won 4 or 5 games, but that's coming from a team
4-8 last year.
That was 1-11 the year before that. So he's excelling and building off of what he did.
And you're not over. You're probably gonna get 8-9 wins.
Yeah,
probably more.
I put them at the beginning of the season at least 8 to 9 wins. So we'll see.
Shouts out to Dion in the fighting Dion.
I just think it's dope everything he's doing over there. Then I seen in the locker room he called the super fan, the lady who been a fan. She's 90 years old. She been to every Colorado. She been to all the Colorado games and been
her
a fan.
Name is Sue or something like that.
Yep, she got COVID, and he called her in the locker room to celebrate the win with the team. Had everybody say something to her.
Say she got COVID.
Yeah, she got COVID
Right now.
Yeah.
Is she in the locker room?
No, she was on the phone. He called her.
My bad.
In the locker room, called on speakerphone. Yeah, so it was just dope that she
crazy.
shared that moment with them in the locker room. So shout out to Dion, man, in Colorado and everything they got going out there.
Shouts out to y'all, man. Sorry, we ain't got much pick'ems. Stock came with a new rule and not like it. It is going into effect. If you're not here, you get no pick'ems. So don't send your pick'ems on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because we don't want them. So this is the only pick'ems right here. But we don't have many games either, so I got a lot of ground to make up.
That nigga try to win. Yeah, they can try to kick my first.
It's your rule, nigga. Yeah, nigga.
It was a joking rule.
I don't care. I like it. So it's in effect. Now, bums, be here. It's the game of the week. I don't know how I feel about picking it first because we don't have many games. I'm gonna only go with a 3-piece this week. I'm gonna go with a 4-piece. I'll find 2 more. First one gonna be First one, Pittsburgh and SMU. Pittsburgh is 7-0. SMU 7-1. Saturday night game is a 7:00 game.
Where they play?
Number 18 is number 20. 18 Pitt, 20 SMU. They are playing. Come on, let me see what the Wi-Fi doing. Come on, Wi-Fi. I don't know. My Wi-Fi ain't coming.
They at SMU. Okay. Pittsburgh versus SMU. I don't know. This is blind because I only seen Pittsburgh play one time, and I really hadn't watched SMU, but I know the one time I picked against the motherfuckers, they won. I don't know.
18 Pitt, 20 SMU. I'll go SMU. I'm going to go SMU. I like SMU. I've seen them. I like their quarterback play. He's a very good dual threat QB. Gets a lot of rushing yards.
What you said the majority pick was?
The majority is big sway. SMU with 70%.
Give me Pittsburgh.
Going against the Grand. Good. I like it. Give me a chance to come on back, my boy.
Or lose more.
Possibly.
Fuck wrong with you.
That is a possibility. We don't have much to pick from. Game of the week, and I'm going to try to find the third. The game of the week, Ohio State, Penn State. Ohio State 6-1. It's an early game, too. Penn State.
You don't have a third game. We've been talking about this
because
for
we ain't
2
got
hours.
no. That's the only 2 ranked games of the week. Penn State number 3.
I told you stop picking our ranked games.
Nah, that'd be good. I'm gonna pick
well,
one.
It's not. There's no ranked games. You gotta have a pick 'em.
Shut up and pick the game, boy.
Who was it?
Beaver Stadium. They playing at Penn State. Penn State, Ohio State. 6-1. Ohio State and 7-0. Penn State.
Give me Ohio State.
I'm gonna go Ohio State too because Penn State's quarterback got hurt this week, and I don't know how I'm up to it. He gonna be back, Drew Allen. So if he don't play, it's gonna be tough. One kind of close, almost game, but not really. Ole Miss, Arkansas. Ole Miss 19. They are 6-2. Arkansas is 5-3.
That's gonna be a good ass game. Give me Ole Miss though. I like that quarterback.
Yeah, Jackson Dart pretty good. That's trash because I'm going Ole Miss too. We ain't really got nothing else close. The only other thing I could think that's a okay game that could possibly be a shocker, maybe Louisville, Clemson. Louisville 5-3, Clemson 6-1. Where y'all playing at? They are playing at Memorial Stadium in Clemson.
Clemson,
bum game. And that's all I got, cuz.
How we this late in the season with all these bum ass games?
I think it's a lot of good, decent teams got bye weeks. I know LSU, Bama got bye weeks this week. Then they come back and play each other. I think it's mid to late November is going to get hectic. Mid to late November is going to get hectic. Unless you want to pick Florida. Because they kind of got them there. Oregon and Michigan is scheduled. Florida, Georgia is scheduled. You know what I'm saying? So Duke, Miami is scheduled. Duke, Miami might be a decent game too. But I wouldn't pick Miami, so it don't matter. But that's all I got.
Bum game. Did you see the Big Ten and the SEC are considering a scheduling agreement that'll make them play multiple. Like I think they only play in 2 or 3 this year, but it's up to 12 games possible, hinging 12 to 16 regular season games.
I like it. That way you're gonna see the Georgias and the Oregons play. You're gonna see the Texas and Ohio States play more often. You can see the Michigans versus the LSUs. I like it, but it gets scary because you always hear them saying, "Hey, we're gonna get rid of the NCAA. It's gonna fuck around and be 2 conferences, maybe 3."
Yeah, it's all a money thing. They saying millions to billions of dollars generated off of that agreement. My only concern about it is where it takes us. I have been saying this for a while now, but I feel like the SEC and the Big Ten have a lot of fucking power.
Yeah,
and eventually, I could see if you piss them niggas off, they already got a lot of control. They don't need y'all no more. The Big Ten, SEC create a Super League. There go your conference. The AFC, NFC, Big Ten, SEC. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then they play for
the Super College Bowl.
They got what?
The Fiesta Bowl or the Sugar Bowl.
It's almost what?
20 apiece. Let's say 20 apiece.
Yeah. So it's 40 teams right there.
And if they wanted 20 apiece, they could. But I think it's 18 teams in there.
Yeah, I'm scared.
I ain't scared. It's still shit. I'm getting. I was scared when this SEC was doing all of this and when the Big Ten was doing all of this. But I'm seeing better football.
I see better football too, but at the cost of who?
I don't know yet until it happens. Because those other teams, maybe we're
gonna look up and
because
like,
we still want to. No, we still want to see Tulanes. We still want to see UABs. We still want to see SMU. So even if they have their own league, this league over here, we gonna still watch. We gonna still. I ain't scared. That's on them niggas to worry about the money. It's about the money. The football's still gonna happen. I don't give a fuck. Y'all figure the money out.
Because it'll always be that unintended consequence that we don't see coming. So.
No more Florida State. Damn.
You crazy. Wait till we get Deion back. Wait till we get Deion back and Deion get to go through Florida and tell them kids that you get to stay in Florida, but you get to come on home.
Some of those other sports make it possible for there's more leagues, like the big like Dukes and the North Carolinas. For basketball, it makes it possible for them to still. It's a money game. They still gonna make the NCAA money or the league's money. So, what they gonna be in the Big Ten or the SEC?
Not like we know, not like football.
Not like football, but it's still so
not
important.
Even close.
It's still so important that somebody's going to want to be a part of it, though.
No, even be close. You take like a Texas A&M, a Alabama, or something like that. Just take one game. These got 102,000 seat stadiums, 108,000 seat stadiums, and people are paying hundreds of dollars for a ticket. $50 like at the cheapest, you probably paying $200 and some dollars, $100 and some dollars for a ticket. In a stadium that's 108,000, then you got to pay the park, and then all the concession stand money, the jerseys and the TV revenue alone just to have that money. It's not close.
I know it's not close. I ain't say it was, but they still gonna want them extra little dollars too.
Oh yeah, of course. They're not gonna not take it, but I'm just saying like
it's big enough to matter.
Like in basketball, that shit don't even like. It's crazy because in basketball, when you look it up,
they becoming uneven.
Louisville is the highest revenue grossing basketball program. Who would know that? You know, Cameron Indoor got 5,000 seats in that bitch, just little. Mm-hmm. So,
speaking of basketball, Arkansas looked pretty good against the number 1 team, Kansas. They beat their ass. You know,
I hadn't seen no college basketball yet.
Calipari, though. He in Arkansas, and them boys.
It's football season. What you talking, right?
I don't care. I still keep my.
It's football season. The Lakers 3-0. I just saw the other day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, how long that's gonna last?
A few games. I like JJ Redick and maybe his scheme, but they about to send Bronny to the G League too, so we'll see.
I mean, what else he was gonna do?
Travel with his daddy. I don't know.
Moving on into the dummy of the week. Dumbass, stupid ass dummy. They didn't say his name, but for the Twitter user whose social media account has been posing as the Black Patriot, he's had a lot of viral 2024 election lies that were finally exposed. But it ended up turning out that he was basically posting as a vigilante, saying that he was a black. Yeah, he's a black guy who was posting on the internet, giving all different kind of viral clips that was going, that were gaining a lot of traction. Amassed over 300,000 followers who were reposting them on a daily basis. Come to find out that they tracked the page, figured out who it was, and it actually belongs to a white guy.
Stupid. Stop posing as us. Go be yourself.
I think his name was Jason Palmer, I think, was the man behind the account. And he's far from a black patriot. He's, like I said, a white guy who is in the mix, doing everything he is to try to muddy the waters. He was posting all kind of wild shit about Kamala Harris, all that different stuff. So for that, You are the dummy of the week.
Dummy.
Dumbass, stupid ass dummy.
Mr. White Man.
Any other news and information we forgot to add on or got to say?
I ain't got nothing, man. Watch the Penguin. Pretty dope. That's it.
Well, on that note, we'll be back next week like we never left, because like we say every week, we never leave. You dig?
Happy Classic weekend, too. I ain't hitting too much bad shit happening. I like that.
There was some stuff happened, but overall,
I ain't
yes,
hit-
happy classic week.
Dummy.